This is Jonathan Aguilar here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Adam Azim, who's back in action on the Eubank Benn undercard at Tottenham. Adam, how's life been? Back in the media, back on interviews, and with a fight coming up.
100%, you know. Ready to put on a great show on November 15th, and it's good to see your face again.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of talk about, you know, where you might go when Boxer's deal with Sky ended. No one quite knew what was going to happen, but you've stayed with Boxer. You've got this big fight. Tell us about the last few months. How's it been? Because I'm sure in the background there's been a lot going on.
Yeah, it has been a very frustrating couple of months. You know, I really wanted to get a fight out before, obviously, November time, but, you know, I did have a fight in June, but the fight got cancelled due to a guy he's trying to make weight in the sauna. So I think he took a picture, and then obviously, you know, you're not allowed to take a picture and show that you're in the sauna. So unfortunately, everything happens for a reason. Now we're back again fighting so far.
Did you learn a lot about the boxing business the last few months? Because, you know, it's probably, I don't know if it's the longest time you've had out of the ring apart from injuries, but, you know, I know there's a lot going on in the background with where you might go, who you might go with. Did you learn a lot about that?
Yeah. Do you know, it was a, like I said, a frustrating couple months, but, you know, we got the ball rolling. We're back in action now, and I have learned a lot in this boxing industry. So, but you know, we're back here again and putting a great show on November 15th.
For yourself, what did Boxer offer you that persuaded you to stay? And was it the whole BBC, you know, the platform that can offer?
It's been, you know, Ben's been good to me. So, like, he's always been good to me. Like I said as well, it's the BBC TV. The BBC channel itself is where you can make yourself into a star. And for me to be a household name, I've got to fight on the laps of BBC. And for me to be on it, it's a big, massive platform. You got all the legends like Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank, Barry McGuigan, Army Khan's for on it, Prince Azim as well. Like, they're on the BBC, and that's how they made their name.
Right. Talk to us about your opponent, Kurt Scoby. Is the man who you're fighting. What do you know about him?
I know he's American. I know he's fought in, like, I think he's quite close to Devin Haney and all those other boys. So, you know, he was in the NFL before, I think, before he went into boxing. So, I'm not looking past him. I know he's going to come and give it a go, and which is why I want him to come and give it everything he's got, because, you know, it's easier for me to knock the guy out.
Given the stage this card's on Eubank Benn, the whole world's going to be watching again. How big an opportunity is this to make a statement to the guys in the US who you're looking at, the Hitchens, Antoine Russells, to show them who Adam Azim is?
Yeah, of course. Like, this is where, you know, obviously I'm fighting American, so the American audience will be watching. And for me to put on a great performance and a great statement, the world will be talking about me. It's because, you know, I'm on a massive platform, and the American is going to come and give the talk. And for me, I'm just going to, you know, sit back, relax, and let my fist do the talking. So,
well, when you look at, you know, the next year or so, who are those names? I know you've spoken before about Hitchens and Gary Antoine Russell, who's fighting on that Jake Paul, Tank Davis card. Is there one particular name that you want to share the ring with, like in the next year or so?
I would love to get in the ring with, obviously, Haney, Devin Haney, Richardson. Probably Teofimo would be great as well. Teofimo, or and I want to grab one of those world titles myself. So that's one of my other ambitions as well.
One of those world titles is going to be fought by Matias and Dalton Smith. What's your prediction for the fight?
Question, you know, it's a very, very tough fight for Dalton Smith. I really, really do want him to win. I wish him the best of luck, but, you know, Matias is a very dangerous fighter. He's a very, very dangerous fighter, and a lot of people have avoided him. I did think Puella was going to beat him, but, you know, Subril come in, you know, gave it his best, and he got the win. So, you know, for Dalton, I want him to win, because it'd be a bigger fight in the future for both of us if he has a world title and I have a world title. Make it a unification in England, so it'd be great.
you know, on Antoine Russell, is that another guy you want to share the ring with, him or Hitchens?
Yeah, one of them two would be great. Hitchison, he hasn't really been very active. I think he fought with George Gambosis, I think. So, but it'd be great to get in the ring with one of them two.
A guy you've been sort of linked with in the US as well is Keyshawn Davis. He's now gone up, I believe, to 140. I think he's number one contender with the WBO. When and if he comes back, I asked him about that fight to him, and he said, "Look, we can do it." Is that the big fight for you as well, Keyshawn Davis?
Yeah, it's a big fight in the future. He is a very, very good fighter. He's with some great oppositions in his sparring camp. You got Shakur Stevenson. He's got a good stable where he is. So, but that is one of the fights I would like to take in the future. But right now, I think on my eyes to become a world champion first.
And you mentioned Shakur. I mean, he's been talking about coming up to 147 to fight Conor Benn.
Yeah.
He's been talking about fighting Teofimo. That could be another big fight for you.
Yeah, of course. Shakur's a great opponent, and he's been in the world class stage for a very long time. So it'd be great if I, ever get into the ring with one of them, Shakur, Keyshawn Davis, Devin Haney, Teofimo. I want to get into that mix.
How do you think Haney, Brian Norman's going to go?
Yeah, that's a very difficult one. Haney in his last performance wasn't really the best. He was just running around against Ramirez, but I think if Brian Norman does catch him, you never know, he might even go down. But I think it's a 50-50 fight at the moment.
And, there's always a lot of talk about you headlining in Slough.
Yeah.
Do you think that can happen next year, you headlining in Slough?
Yeah, 100%. I've got the backing of the BBC now. I've got Ben Shalom on board as well. So, hopefully I'll speak to Ben and tell him, let's get the fight in Slough. Hopefully very soon.
Is it different when you're walking around Slough these days? So maybe when you started your career, people recognizing you all the time.
Yeah, of course. It's everywhere I'm going now, it's a lot of people trying to that come up to me, recognize me, which is good. I see as not as fans, I see them as people who support me and support my journey. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, Adam, Kurt Scoby, November 15th from the Ben Eubank Cartel. Tell the fans what they can expect from you.
They're going to expect some domination. Domination, sorry.
Demolition job. All right, we look forward to it. November 15th, Azim is back. Don't miss it.